followers. I only have 1,000 followers. I only have this many followers. How can I make money? How can I make an income? And making income is not the hard part. Being consistent and keeping the income is the hard part. Other people can get on here, they can make the income, they can hop back off. But the hardest part for you guys is being consistent and knowing that you don't have to jump from one thing to another to keep getting people to get income in your pocket when you can really focus on one tool. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I see. Let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited that you're here. What can you do to really gain an income for yourself that doesn't take 1,000 and 10,000 followers? How do you do that? And why does it make sense? And so exactly what I help you with is, hey, you get a tool where you can make money. People are like, I made a couple $1,000s from this, right? Just using the right tool. And I think I had less than 300 followers. It was just, I had the right tools in my hand. And that tool is a program that I use. It allowed me to be able to breathe. It allowed me to match my corporate paycheck. That tool was exactly what I use, that I share with other people so that they can start understanding, hey, you can actually grow an income. You can do what you need to do. But how do you actually get money when you are looking at only a few hundred followers on TikTok? What are you partnering with? And a lot of people are like, oh, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this course, I've done that course, I'm all over YouTube, and I'm still not growing. It's because you're not focused in one thing. You're not like, you're everywhere right now. And so if you're like me and you're like, hey, I just want income, I'm not trying to be everywhere. Time is of the essence for me. All right. I don't have time to waste YouTube. I don't have time to waste looking at all of the courses. Everybody every day is giving something. Hey, grandma, let me know where you're from in the comments. Hey, add to productions. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited. If you want to see exactly what I use that helps you make an income online with very few followers. I think I just hit 1,000 followers. Hey, Dottie, I just hit 1,000 followers, and I've been able to get an income while I've been in London. I've been able to get an income while I've been in Curacao. I've been able to get an income from east to the west coast. I've been able to get an income while traveling with very few followers because I understand what it is now to have the right tools in my hand. When you have the right tools in your hand, you can get the right followers. When you have the right tools and the right program in your hand and the right community, which is a key for making money online, the right community will help you understand exactly what you're missing. They'll be able to see your gaps. And so I have the right tool and I have the right community and I have the right program because for me that makes sense, and for you it should make sense too, because a lot of you are out here looking at YouTube, looking at TikTok, looking at different lives, trying to figure out how do you make an income without being stuck. Hey, welcome to the room. Let me know where you're from in the comments. How do you make an income from anywhere without being stressed out? How do you get out of survival mode? And that's exactly what this does. It helps you get out of survival mode. It helps you move forward. Let me know where you're from in the comments. How do you get out of survival mode? How do you get an income with very few followers online? The thing is easy. Stick with me here. It's easy because people will start understanding. If you're scatterbrained and you're all over the place, you're like, hey, I don't know what to do. I don't even know how to build my digital real estate. If you're like me, I didn't even know what the digital real estate was right over a year ago. And I was like, digital real estate, I don't know what that is. I'm older than I look. I barely use social media. You were like, you need to be using social media. You need to be doing this to gain an income. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited you're here. Let me know. Do you have over 1,000 followers on social media? If you do, double tap that screen. If you have less than 1,000 followers, put an emoji in the comments for me, because I want to help you understand. I want to see where everybody's at. I want to see what tools are you using and where does it count. All right, so let me know. Hey, Daily Pay with Mike. Let me know. Do you have 1,000 followers? If you do, drop a heart in the emojis. If you have over 1,000 followers, under 1,000 followers, go ahead, double tap that screen. Let me see where you're from. I'm excited you're here. And so understanding that you don't have to have the huge following on social media to be able to make an income. All right. That is one of the key things to understand and start working with, because if you can start understanding and work with that, you'll stop chasing everything out here. And the program that I have, hey Gregory, um, the program that we use teaches you how do you laser focus on using one tool. All right. It's like, I don't know, I don't use tools. So for me, oh my God, thank you. So when we are doing something, when I'm learning a new skill, I don't go look around and try 80,000 different things, because that would be asinine. You're not going to be stressed out. When I'm going to cut the grass, I don't use scissors. Why? Because that's time consuming and it wouldn't work. Hey, let me know your comments, right? We don't use scissors to cut the grass. Right, because it's the wrong tool. Unless you're some kind of guru who's like making a bush, the bush is not grass. We don't use scissors to cut the grass. Why are you guys trying to run around and use all these tools that aren't working? Let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited that you're here. Let me know where you're from, right? You don't use scissors to cut the grass because it's the wrong tool. So a lot of you are out here looking different ways, trying to figure things out, and you're just using the wrong tool. You're in the right area. The grass is looking better, but you're using the wrong tools to cut the grass. And so what I like to put in people's hands is the right tool. You have the right tool for social media so that you can earn income online while you get to learn exactly how do you sharpen that tool. And that's the key. Instead of using different tools, how do you make your tool better? How do you make you better? Social media is literally just about you and who you are. And right now, as you move along, what are you doing on social media? You're already scrolling. Are you getting paid for it? You're already scrolling on here. You're already looking. Are you getting paid for that? And do you have the right tool to grow who you are, to grow your brand on social media? I'll give you guys saying no. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited you're here. Let me know. Do you use TikTok to look for information on branding? Do you use YouTube to look for information on branding? Let me know in the comments. What do you go when you want information to figure out how do you grow yourself? Let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm excited you're here. All right. So if you're like me, when I first started, I actually didn't have TikTok. I didn't even know how to use it. That's right. No tech skills, y'all, to do this. None. No tech skills. My kids had to teach me how to scroll and teach me a lot of things on here. All right. No idea. I know, right? Right. Thank you. I only knew what YouTube was because the kids watched some kind of show on there. I didn't actually go on there and look at anything. I was like, okay, well, YouTube is for people who are young. TikTok for people who are young. It's not my area. Instagram, people who are young. And then I realized when I found this program that I can laser focus and I can make an income. I made a couple $1,000 in less than a few weeks. And people are like, how did you do that? I had the right tool in my hand. Hey, Crystal, let me know where you're from in the comments. I had the right tool in my hand to be able to make the income at that time, which is wild to me because I didn't even know what I was doing. I was just following a little step-by-step blueprint. I was like, okay, I can just follow this blueprint and I can make some income. And when that income matched my paycheck in less than a quarter of a time, my eyes really got wide last year. And I was like, this is really possible. I can really do anything. And so some of the questions I asked myself, hey, welcome here. You guys, if you can give me a follow, I'm excited you're here. Give me a follow. Also, you can go to the link in my bio, www.moneyonmedia.com, and you can put your email and get a video so you can have the tool that I use. You can get this tool in your hand, and I'm going to give it to you for free. You can look at it. You can watch a video. All right, we try to hit the Century method. Video, and you can read. I love Century methods, right? We all learn different ways. I was like, hey, I could literally use this tool. I can get 12 customers and I could make over $10,000 in a month. And when I hit over $10,000, I was like, this is wild. I still was not, I still have 300 followers, right? Look at my page. I don't have a ton of followers, right? There's no line in this. And I was like, okay, I can really start following this step by step. I can really start building it out. And if you're trying to figure this out online, this is truly where you can take a peek at it. You can look at it, old and scary. Hey, what's up? Take a peek at it and say, hey, this is really how I want to grow myself online. Is this really what I want to be? Is this really what I want to do? Do you want to get out of survival mode? Do you want to have an income that actually helps you get to your dreams? A lot of people have jobs or they have businesses, but they're not getting to their dreams. It's taking too much of their time, their creative energy, and what's taking place. And it's sucking the life out of them, literally. And so they're trying to think of, if I do this, I have to have everything perfect. Things don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to understand that you can follow something that is in front of you. All right. 70% perfection is my thing. 70% we're running. All right. And that's the reason I believe in being messy up front and taking action. Hey, Jorge. Hey, George. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. All right. Are you a perfectionist? If you are, let me know. Just put any emoji in the comments. I'm a perfectionist. All right. I understand. It's holding you back. Being a perfectionist is holding you back. Everything doesn't have to be perfect. And you don't have to know everything to make an income online. You just have to know, hey, Lighthouse, everything. Let me know. Are you a perfectionist? Let me know in the comments if you're a perfectionist. Double tap that screen. Let me know you're here. I don't know how to, it says try and grow my fan club. I don't know if that is TikTok. See what I mean? I don't know about social media. I'm not going to hit these buttons because I don't know what's going to happen next. If you're a perfectionist, it's really holding you back. But if you are willing to learn, if you're willing to grow, hold on, y'all. I got to get my board because I didn't get it today. If you're willing to grow, then you can do a lot of things. Wait, you're like, where's she going? They're right. Oh, that's what happens when you have kids. They just touch all your stuff. The kids be everywhere. All right. So I know I'm here. Look at that. Look at that. So are you willing to really understand, hey, I can make this happen? Now I don't know where my eraser is at. All right. And so kind of why did I choose this program over get another job? Why did I choose what I'm in? All right. You can go to www.moneyonmedia.com, put in your email, you get a video. I chose this because I've been in direct sales before. I've been to cold calls. I've been making friends on Facebook because that's what you do. Hey, let me know you're in the comments. Has anybody here done direct sales? Let me know in the comments. Have you done direct sales before? It's not a bad way. It just wasn't my way. It wasn't a tool for me. Yeah, I'm all about tools and using the right tool. Direct sales for me was like cutting the grass with scissors. It wasn't working out. I spent a lot of time trying to go to meetings, spent a lot of time trying to get people into the room, trying to coach. At the end of the month, spending so much time trying to get the team to hit the goals and dragging them along to say, hey, you're so close. You're so close. You can do this. You're so close. And spending hours. My pay probably came out to like $17 an hour with all the hours that I put in. And it wasn't shabby money back then. It paid for my kids' school. Hey, Dan, let me know where you're from in the comments. It just wasn't the tool for me. I was using the wrong tool to cut the grass. And so direct sales wasn't in my lane. But I knew last year I was in a role that I disliked so much, y'all. I was in survival mode. I was stuck. Like I literally was in depression, diagnosed because of my situation. It was situational. And they literally tell me, hey, Reba, you've got to leave. Do you love your job? Let me know. Do you love your job in the comments? I don't know. Give me an emoji. All right. Give me a smiling face if you love your job. Give me a sad face if you don't love your job. I knew that I was in a mode of depression and I couldn't keep operating like that. That job wasn't a tool for me. I was still out here cutting the grass with scissors. It was not working. And it got so bad that my family was like, we'll do anything for you. We'll do anything for you. Try anything. At this point, you can go back to direct sales. At least you were a little bit happy then, although you had no time. And they found this program and they're like, can you just try this program? I think you do great at it. At this point, anything that can turn your mind to get you active, get you moving again. So y'all, I did it. I was like, okay, I'm so bad at home. Nobody wants to be around me. And I'm so bad at home. Hey, Susan, I'm so tense and so just not engaged. And my family is literally willing to find me anything to do outside of the job that I was in. And so I looked at this, right? I looked at this and was like, hey, I don't have a lot of time to be creative, you all. Like my brain is drained. Like I was drained back then. And they were like, we don't really care what you do as long as you're not doing this, but can you find something else? Can you figure it out? And so they found this program for me. I just started following it step by step. And so with a few followers, I started making income. And it perked me up like, oh, okay, there's another way. Because, I was stuck in that programming, right? I was told, hey, you got to have this to be an influencer. You got to have this if you're in a career. All right. But you can't have both. And I was going down a program. I was like, okay, I built this career. I did the things I wanted. I got the income I wanted. And now I'm sad. I hate it. I don't like where I am. I'm stressed out, overwhelmed, and I don't want to get out of bed in the morning. My dream was two things. One, I was exhausted. Hey, Rosie, I hated where I worked at. And I was in a mental state that wasn't even comparable. That sucks, y'all. If you ever been in that state, I'm sorry. I don't want to go back there. And I don't want to see any of my friends in there either. I was talking with a lady a couple weeks ago, and phenomenal person, right? Phenomenal income. And they just don't like where they are in life. It's like, I have everything I wanted, everything that I want, and I'm not happy. I'm really tired. Have you been there? You thought that where you wanted to go was the epitome, like, oh, when I get here, it's going to be perfect. Have you been there? Let me know. Double tap the screen and say, oh yeah, I've been there. And you get to where you thought was going to be perfect, and it's not. That's exactly where I was. Built it, built it, built it, built it. Thought it was going to be perfect, and it wasn't. Y'all, like, I'm not the only one out here doing that, all right? If that's you, say, hey, put a comment, double tap the screen, let me know. Yeah, I built it to where I wanted to be, and I hated it. I disliked every piece of it. I was like, wow, like, this is my dream. It's coming to fruition, and I hate it. I just asked for the wrong dream. I wanted the outcome of it, like the income, but I didn't outline what I really want. I wanted the income, and I wanted to be able to keep my memories, and I want like people that I work with. Hey, Clock, Clock. I didn't even know you could do that with your name. Hey, what's up? I didn't want that. I wanted things around it. I wanted things that I could actually do. So I had the income now, but I hated everything that came with it. I hated the people I worked with. I hated how I felt. I didn't look up. Y'all, I gained like 20 pounds. Never in my wildest dream. Okay. That was the outcome of my dream. So that's not the dream I wanted. I still want the income and the memories. And so finding a way to get the income and the memories together is exactly what I had to do. And I just wanted to see someone like me. So when I saw Tim in our group, Tim was in the corporate space for over 25 years, right? And then lost it all. And he's like, I made a multiple six figures and lost it all. And I was like, okay, I'm getting ready to lose it all, because not because I'm going to get laid off, but because I hate it. And what do I do? And so I kind of watched his journey. I watched it unfold. And he started making income. And he was like, I was programmed to look at another job. And I was like, me too. Programmed to find another job. Me too. All right. Are you on your way to work? Let me know if you're on your way to work in the morning. Let me know. Do you want to know what I'm doing? If so, put yes in the comments, because it's going to be exciting. Hold on with me. All right. I saw him do that, and he was like, I work my corporate career dream. And I was like, me too. Hey, Garrett, let me know. Are you? Oh, thanks, Dan. I'm pumped. Listen, it's going to be an amazing year for some of you guys when you get this tool in your hand. When you get this tool, it's going to be phenomenal. And I'm going to give it to you. It's going to be great. Okay, back to Tim. So when I saw Tim doing this, corporate career over 25 years, doing the things, right? I'm like, okay, that was my dream since I was little. We had a kid in our teenage years. And so the corporate space, we did the things, built a career, looked back, and I missed all the memories of them. And Tim said, I looked back over the years and realized I wasn't in any pictures with my kids. And that was a final straw for me. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done with this role. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to actually follow this blueprint. I'm going to follow these daily steps. That's what I did. I had my business up and running in 2 days. I had the funnel system that I was amazed by. Y'all, I have paid a lot of money for funnels before, not even knowing what they were. I just knew they were good, but none of them ever worked out. And so I had a funnel system that is actually converting for me. I said, okay, about 1 in 20 emails will convert, or 1 in 20 leads will convert to a customer. That's $900. If I do that 12 times in the month, I'll make over $10,000. I don't got to have over 1,000 followers to do that. I don't have to have this enormous following. I just have to be willing to get out there and follow this. And that's what made sense for me. I can count to 12 all day long. Let me know. Can you count to 12? Because if you can count to 12, you can literally do this. I was like, I can definitely count to 12 all day long, y'all. All day long. Now, I didn't know what 900 times 12 was. I knew it 10 times 900 was, which is $9,000. I knew I had to get 10 times 900. And I was like, okay, if I get 10, I can get $9,000. If I can get 12, I just know it's over $10,000. And that made sense for me. I can do math, at a level. And if I can get 12 customers, and when I got 12 customers, okay, I could actually look up and I could actually think about starting to lead the corporate space. That would give me that teeter to say, hey, That's what happened. That's what's happening. And so when that does happen for me, when I am getting there and I am leaving the corporate space, I actually need about 17 customers. But it's still very doable. And so when I made this first income, when I came in, right? If you're here, go to www.moneyonmedia.com, put in your email. You're going to get a video from me. You're going to get a freedom blueprint so that you can look at it. You can understand what is it that I'm doing? What tool am I using, y'all? Because now bump a lawnmower to cut the grass. All right. I'm using one of those driving lawnmowers with the extended sides and just plowing everything down. Why? Because it's the right tool to cut this yard, right? I went from scissors to a lawnmower. I went from scissors looking at everything out here, trying to see what's possible, to using the right lawnmower to actually cut the grass efficiently. I'm using the right lawnmower to actually grow on social media efficiently. I'm using the right lawnmower to be able to have income with very few followers. Why? Because I'm willing to look at the tool. I'm willing to thank you. I'm excited you're here. I'm willing to use the right tool to cut the grass that is helping me move forward in a way with ease. I don't like the word grind and hustle. So if you're using scissors to cut your grass, if you're trying to figure it out, you're like one blade at a time, looking at TikTok, looking at YouTube, looking at whatever you're looking at, and you're trying to piece together the pieces. You're trying to cut like a patch of the lawn here, and your lawn looks patchy, and you got a patch of information over here, and you've got a patch of information over here, but it's not coming together for you. You just have the wrong tool, right? You're cutting the right grass, you're using the wrong tool. You're cutting the right grass. That means that you're on the right platforms, but the tools you're using are patchy, leaving you patches, and it's not quite coming together. In this program, I'm literally going to give you the right tool, and I'm going to give you a community to go with it. So you have the tool to make an income. You have the tool for what counts. You have a tool that can help you actually make your lawn look nice and pull it together. Will you be learning? Absolutely. Will your first lines be a little zigzag? Absolutely. But you can make zigzags and you can make an income. So perfection is the enemy here. I want you to be willing. So if you're like, hey, how do I really get this? I know people here, some of y'all are outside the room just watching the live. I appreciate y'all too. You can come in if you want. If you're like me, that's actually how I watch lives. I watch them on my scroll. Not against it. Sometimes I will go in, depending on who it is, and I will give them some hearts and some love. All right, I'm getting my grass cut right now. Hilarious with a lawnmower. So fitting. You gotta hear the lawnmower? Now they're by the window. So using the right tool to make sure you're getting income online. Using the right tool helps you maximize your income with few followers. A lot of people just have the wrong tool. And so I want to give this tool to you. I want to share the tool that's been helping me, the tool that's been allowing me to move forward. Hey, Norman. Hey, Lynette. Let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm super excited. If you're like, hey, I want to grow my audience. I want to grow my people. I want to grow my income. Double tap that screen. Give me an emoji. Because this is where we win at. All right. And I'm getting ready to get off of here. So I got to go work out. I do this and then I go work out. Take care. I'm excited you're here. So if you go to the link in my bio, give me a follow. Go link in my bio, give me a follow. Double tap that. You're going to put your email in and you're going to win. All right. I just want you to be in a winning mindset for the rest of 2025. We just hit June. And if you are waiting right now, I'm like, hey, Reba, I want to make income right now. I want to start getting daily pay. I want to know what it is. Go ahead right now. Go over to www.moneymedia. We're going to have a Q&A. And if you're not on my list, you're not getting a Q&A. Where you can ask questions. You can ask what it is. You can ask what's happening. But you've got to be on the email list to be able to say, hey, I want to get inside your Q&A. All right, let me know where you're from. Thank you for hopping on here to get inside that Q&A. And you have to go to www.moneyonmedia.com. Okay, let me write it right here. Don't go anywhere. All right, don't go anywhere. Oh, no, that's not right. Hold on, let me use my shirt. Don't look at this, y'all. Don't look at this. I'm super excited. So let me know. Do you know how to build your digital real estate? Do you know what that looks like for you when people say it? I've really been working on my words here, right? Go to www.moneyonmedia.com. Go on there. All right, I'm going to give you freedom movement. We're going to do a Q&A this weekend so that you guys can have the information so you can ask the questions. I want you to feel good with your decision. I want you to understand that, hey, You do have options. You're not one stuck all. Hell, Elvis, you're not one stuck all. I want you to be safe. I want you to feel good with your decision when you decide, like, hey, this is the right tool for me. This is the tool that I want to use to grow my income. This is a tool that's going to allow you to have that 2-hour work day. That's going to allow you to get out of survival mode and into thriving. All right. Hey, Gerard, let me know where you're from in the comments. Hey, Dan, let me know. I'm excited to hear. Hey, Raja, let me know where you're from in the comments. Gerardicus, hey, what's up? I really want to understand, like, okay, are you in a place in your life right now that you really love it? All right. And then how do you build? And so I'm going to walk through exactly why I picked this program, and I'm going to walk through some other things I have tried. All right. So this program for me made sense because I had been in the MLM direct sales world. When I look at digital marketing and I look at MLM, I'm like, okay, digital marketing, I can do a 2-hour workday. I can get paid daily, and I get to keep all of the money in my pocket. When I was doing when I was doing MLM, I get a percentage of the incomes that I had, which is great for then. But when I look at a percentage of incomes based, Hanbaum, my last name's Autobomb. I love that name. All right, I can do direct sales or digital marketing. Direct sales gave me a percentage of the income. Digital marketing gave me 100%. So I was like, okay, I really want to keep all of my money in my pocket, but how do I do that? I looked at opening another business compared to digital marketing. I was like, okay, I can open another business, and I've done that before, but do I have the time to open another business? And my mom was like, no, we don't. I need to maximize my time. And so I looked at another business, and I looked at doing digital marketing. Okay, maximize my time was my number one thing. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments, all right? Let me know, do you want to maximize your time? What does that look like for you? And I say maximize your time. Like, where do you want to be 90 days from now? Where do you want to be looking at? What's going to make sense for you? So when I looked at digital marketing compared to opening another business, I'm like, okay, I just can't spend that much time on another business. I know I can't be given 40 hours, 50 hours, 60 hours a week. So when I have my own business, I'm doing everything in there. And then when I saw digital marketing, I was like, okay, I can do this in a 2-hour workday. So I was like, 60 hours a week, 2-hour workday, which is what? 2 times 14 hours a week compared to 60 hours a week. This was starting to make sense for me. Okay, digital marketing, I looked at it to direct sales, trying to get people in the room, trying to do sales every month, trying to get them to buy every month. When I was doing direct sales, I look at digital marketing, I could have hey Willow, I can have a 2-hour workday and understand, hey, I could do my work in 2 hours and let my digital real estate work for me. Also to have a program of people that would really support me. All right, so I was like, okay, so digital marketing, all my money in my pocket, time condensed. Direct sales, a percentage of the time, but I'm doing way more percentage of the money, but I'm doing way more hours. Okay, not really my thing. So I crossed out direct sales. I looked at getting my own business, all right, but was I willing to take all the time to build it back up? Having my own company was great at one time. We did that for a minute. It was amazing, but it was also a time suck. We spent so much time in the business making it run and making it go. I knew that wasn't an option for me when I wanted the right tool to leave what I was doing, when I wanted the right tool to look around. So I was like, okay, build a business. I was like, no, I really can't. Our kids are in sports. We really can't be missing that thing. So building another business was off the table. So I slashed that business, right? We slashed it. And then digital marketing came back to the table. Why is this? Because I can make a profit with very few followers. I can make a profit with using the right tool. I was making 100% of the income and putting it in my pocket. Okay, so then we're sense, right? When we kept talking about it, so digital marketing is still number one. Time-wise, return on investment. I don't gotta have a lot of followers to make income. And they're like, okay, we could do like an affiliate, right? We could do an affiliate. And I was like, okay, I can do an affiliate. I can do affiliate marketing. And as I looked into it more, I realized like how much time was in there. If you ever realized like time is very important to me, you all. I worked really hard in my career to grow it. And I look back, I miss all the time with my family and all the memories. So I know that was off the table for me. It wasn't an option. So I looked at affiliate marketing. I was like, okay, I can make $9 a sale, maybe $2 to $9. I'm saying $9 because it sounds great. $9 a sale for a lip gloss. I could sell 10 of those, make $90, maybe over a couple of hours, 10 hours, it's like 6 hour lives. Doing that, I can make 10 sales, make $90. And I was like, okay, with digital marketing, I can make 10 sales at $900 and make $9,000. So it made more sense for me to do 10 sales at $900 to make 10,000 than to do 10 sales at $9 and make $90. And I'm doing 10 sales at $900, doing daily pay in a condensed amount of time in a 2 hour workday, where I was doing I could do lip gloss and be an affiliate marketer, make $9 over the span of a day and be at $90. I was like, $900 a day sounds way better than $90 a day of time. And so I was like, okay, so affiliate wasn't going to be my thing. I want to maximize my income. So I looked at affiliate marketing. Okay, not for me. I don't want to make $2 to $9 per item. I want to make $900 per item. Of course, because that makes sense. That's going to give me the life that I want to live. All right. So I said, no. I said, I couldn't go back to direct sales. I've done that. It was great for a season. I could not build another business from scratch. Again, time for me was the essence. All right. I could not do affiliate marketing because I wasn't going to get the money that I needed to be able to live the life that I want to live and keep us, along with the time. Again, time for me is huge. And so when I looked at this, I was like, okay, if I do digital marketing, and then my apprehension was, I don't even know how to do this. I need somebody to teach me how to do this. And when I found this program, when I found the right tool and the right community, I realized, oh, okay, they're going to train me every day, train me multiple times a day, and they're going to give me the tools to succeed. I don't have a lot of guesswork, and I can really maximize my time. And that's exactly where you are. You're like, hey, I want to maximize my time. Then this is exactly where you need to be, because it beats out everything that I tried. Let me try it for you, y'all. I've just tried it all. I realized, okay, let me look at this. Hey, give me a follow if you're here. I'm super excited. I want you to see my journey, and I want to see yours. All right. So I looked at it and was like, okay, this makes the most sense for me. How do I maximize my income? And all right, so go ahead, screenshot that. All right, moneyonmedia.com. Go there, and you're gonna see exactly what I saw. I looked at there, I watched the videos. They answered like all my questions. I actually didn't have any questions when I got done with the videos. And I was like, okay, this is one way I can really help people understand how to maximize income online, how to get there, how to get on a program that actually helps. And you can get training once you're inside this program. Once you're in here with me, you get the training, which you need. All right. We're not doing this solo bolo. All right. Because solo bolo means you're scattered around. I don't like being scatterbrained. All right. I have a busy life. I have kids. All right. You're going to be able to get a blueprint that you can see. We're going to give you every funnel you need and your website. So you're not guessing when you're in this. Hey, let me know where you're from in the comments. I'm excited you're here. Let me know. Are you familiar with the digital marketing world? I know people are like, oh, well, it's overused. Digital marketing is simply, guys, just selling something online. For me, I resell a program. I teach you how to brand yourself, teach you how to make more products if you want to, but you can resell the program like I do. I sell that at $900. That's the level I usually sell, because that's the level that gives people 4 different ways to earn income. I always say, if I'm going to fill a pool, I'm going to fill a pool with 4 different water hoses, not just one. Because I can put 1 water hose out there all day long and it'd be slow. I add in 4, I add in 5 water hoses. That thing starts filling a lot faster. All right. It's like going to a slushy machine. You hit like 1 slushy button, it starts coming down. You hit 2, they're all pouring out. And if you're like me, when I was little, I used to try and hit all the slushy buttons. Got in trouble for that. Don't do it. But a little tray filled up so much faster. And it was fun to see all the colors. When you have multiple screens coming in, you know what? Your life actually expands a lot faster. And that's what I'm about. I want to help you expand your life a lot faster with less time, because I want to give you a tool that's very direct. That gives you very much what to do, very much how to do it in your style, because we're all different, all right? We believe in unity, not uniformity, so that you can create a life that works for you. That's exactly it. So if you will, give me a follow. Go to the link in my bio, click that, www.moneyonmedia.com. Get this in your hands, look at it, because it's going to be phenomenal. And I'm excited to see you succeed. I'm excited to see you excel and partner with me in our community. You guys, you can't go wrong with this. The only way you go wrong if you're like me. You're trying all these different realms. You're looking at all these different places. You're tired and exhausted. I want you out of tired and exhaustion, and I want you to have income. Whether you have 5 followers, whether you have 1,000 followers, I want you to have the right tool to expand. Because when you understand that you don't have to have everything lined up for you, 70% for perfection, with the right tool, you can get pretty far ahead. Again, it's like filling that pool. If you were on here earlier, I was talking about using the right tools to cut the grass. A lot of y'all are using scissors to cut the grass when what you need is a lawnmower. All right, so we're going to take your lawn from being patchy with scissors to having the right lawnmower, to having those lines straight. And this program gives you the spear line to that. Hey, let me know where you're from. Give me a like, give me a follow. Spear line, how do you excel in life from anywhere in the world? I've done this from Curacao. I've done this from Europe. I've done this from Ireland, Mexico. Where else have I been? From the East to the West Coast, helping me build the digital real estate. I want the same thing for you. I will see you soon. I've had fun on here today. Thank you all so much. Take care. I know you hear all the time, bet on yourself, bet on yourself. What are you betting on? Like, you're out here. Do you know what to do? I can tell you now, you have all the skills. All right. Take care. Let's see.